Oregon fans had a bit of a rough start to the week with Jared Curtis committing to Georgia. They had an outside shot according to everybody at 24/7, but Georgia was the ultimate favorite. Some things were trending their way, but it was a nice way to close the week after starting like that, picking up a kid like Richard Wesley. Let's get started here. Some of the information listed at 6'5", 250. Sierra Canyon, we've already watched a corner from Sierra Canyon, the LSU corner. Finney kid's pretty good, but 6'5", 250, nothing to sneeze at. A lot of length. That being said, let's get started. Just a 3-minute video here, so we're going to have to be efficient with our time. Something I noted about Finney when we watched him, and it's going to be the same deal here, obviously at the same school. We're going to be watching a pretty good schedule this kid's going up against. This is modern day right here. Not just a random high school player that left tackle is. I don't know who he is, but at modern day you got to be pretty good to play. So just bear that in mind when we're watching this kid here. There's going to be a lot of high talent. Right here, this is a good school too. Just forget which. So one thing I'll tell you I've noticed already, I think the kid has a really good first step. It's just not all that controlled, which is a good thing because that's something you can coach. If you watch my videos over and over again, you're going to notice a theme. I'm not necessarily looking for great football players now. I'm looking for kids with the physical and athletic traits that can be developed by a college team. And, a school like Oregon, you're completely going to trust the coaching staff to develop. So you're really looking for that kind of stuff to develop around. And I think the kid's athletic. He just doesn't look all that under control. Him turning the corner here, it looks a little stiff, but I don't think it's anything athletically. I just don't think he does a great job. I don't think he takes the most efficient way to turn the corner here. And in high school, it's enough. You can just win on sheer size and athleticism. But obviously at college football, at the next level, you're going to be facing better talent. This was a hell of a pass rush move here. Another thing, I think he plays a bit with a high pad level. All coachable stuff. It's hard to play with a low pad level when you're 6'5". But spending an off season, hopefully the kid enrolls early. That's something that, you learn. Not something that never gets developed, in my opinion. So just putting my final verdict in here. I'm going to give him a 5 on the frame. Real long. I just think that there's an elite level. And watching the kid, I think his name was Landon something, that committed to Texas last year. That's what elite level length is, and I just don't think he's quite there. I'm going to give him a 5 on the explosiveness. I don't think he's quite there yet, but definitely some things to work around. 4 on the, I'll give him a 5 on the strength, 4 on the athleticism, 4 on the moves, 4 on the bend for right now. So, you see a 78, it doesn't matter. Having a good score in these two frames here, that really, I think, bumps you up higher than just what a 78 is. I'm not really going crazy on that number. It doesn't really matter. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Anybody else you want me to watch? Yeah.